Thank you, dear sisters, for that lovely hymn. Give us thy strength indeed, O Lord. Amen. Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm very pleased and happy to see you all here this bright Sunday morning. I'm always happy and pleased to see such a fine congregation of my people on a Sunday morning, or evening, or any time of the day, yes indeed. And that is the God's honest truth. Brothers and sisters, my sermon this morning is, I hope you're all comfortable where you are, all settled back and cozy on your eagle haunches waiting for me to speak. I hope you all are, because I'm going to make you squirm. I'm going to make you sweat. Yes, I am. Squirm and sweat, because my sermon this morning is going to be about you. That's right, you. Sitting there in your Sunday finery, all pink-faced and polite, just dripping with Sunday goodwill, with a trifle indifference too, I think I detect, which is what my sermon is going to be about. Brothers and sisters, my sermon this morning is going to be about the complacent manifestation of pink piety on a Sunday morning. Yes, indeed. And I am here to tell you that is what we have to be aware of, and that is what we have to guard against. Delicious pink piety, the lofty and comfortable arrogance of spiritual pride, which is in reality complacent spiritual ignorance and insincerity. That's right, insincerity. I'm talking to you, and you, and you. I'm talking to all of you, all of you. I'm not talking to myself. I'm not talking to hear myself talk. I can do that anytime. I can sit at home in my creamy leather club chair, and I can turn on the tape recorder, and I can go on and on and on ad infinitum glory be with all my deeply felt convictions. But then I can flip the switch to rewind, play it back, and listen to myself to my heart's content. And I can say to myself, my word, my. Isn't he interesting? But I don't do that. I don't have to do that. I want you to hear what I have to say. I want all of you to hear what I have to say. I want you to hear the content of what I'm saying. And I want you to let it sink in, down to your soul, through all the resistant layers of putrefaction and conditioned hardness that are preventing you from facing up and understanding that there are definite and unmistakable realities here. What are these realities? Well, I know without a shadow of a doubt that there exists in this congregation an enormous amount of spiritual pride and misplaced holiness. Misplaced holiness, which is in essence an arrogance, an enormous amount of arrogance. Now, I'm not going to name any names. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to strip the guilty of his or her inflated sense of religious wisdom. No, I wouldn't want to do that. But I will tell you this, whoever you are, and you know who I mean, you know who I mean, that you are holding up your progress, your spiritual progress, on the path, the winding and difficult path to your salvation. You're holding it up. You're making obstacles and barriers to your elevation. when you should be standing aside, brothers and sisters. You should be standing aside. It is not enough to think about your dedication to the Lord. It is not enough to talk about your dedication to the Lord. I want you to stand aside. Get out of the way. You're holding up your progress, your spiritual progress. I want you right now, at this very moment, to make a commitment to stand aside, get out of the way, because Jesus, I said, Jesus is coming through. Did you all hear what I said? I said, humble yourselves and get out of the way, because Jesus is coming through. Now, some of you men out there have big and powerful muscles. You're strong. You need those big and powerful muscles to do the kind of work that you do. But it doesn't really matter how big and powerful your muscles are. Big and powerful muscles can't keep the Lord away, not when he's coming through. Some of you ladies out there have beautiful faces, sensuous lips, shapely bodies, and wily charms that any man would turn to. But shapely bodies and wily charms, dear sisters, and all the other feminine attributes cannot attract the Lord. And shapely bodies and wily charms cannot keep the Lord away, not when he's coming through. No, ma'am. I want all you ladies out there to contemplate deeply what I just said and reflect on your wily charms and your shapely bodies and how you use them and where you use them and to what ends you use them, because a shapely body and wily charms are a gift from the Lord, and they are not to be taken lightly.